Hi everyone, this is Jared Lantern, and I'm here with a video just to show you some stuff that I picked up really over the last several weeks. I did have a birthday a couple weeks ago, and I kind of maybe splurged a little too much on myself with Halloween stuff, but anyway, I just wanted to show you I didn't have any enough stuff from any one store to do like a major haul video for each store, but I had enough, I think, interesting stuff to put together kind of like a compilation of places. This is actually not something I bought, but it was something that was gifted to me from a friend. She actually bought me a bunch of like Halloween stuff, but just wanted to I do not know where this came from, but it's a little ceramic piece. It's like a skeleton garden gnome, and I like the color scheme because it's all black and gray. But anyway, let's go ahead and get on with the stuff that I purchased. So the first thing I'll show you here is the one of the original. I just say that I don't know exactly if it's one of the original, but it was the box does say 2007. The Gemmy Spirit Ball. I know there's different variations of this one that came out. I actually have the other one, or another one. That's the female fortune teller. I know there was also one that kind of looked like Frankenstein's monster, and maybe a couple others. I actually picked this up from the app Mercari. If you guys are familiar with that, it's kind of like a sort of like an eBay, Craigslist type of a thing. And someone was selling it for about 110, free shipping, and I managed to get them down to about 80. So I just always wanted this one because it was I like the other one that I have. I just really wanted this one. And correct me if I'm wrong, Gemmy heads out there, but I do believe that this is actually the original Dr. Shivers head mold from the full-size Dr. Shivers prop, which is kind of like the holy grail of props for me anyway. And that was kind of like the reason one of the main reasons I wanted it. Other than the fact that it is a really excellent prop. Everything does work, just as they had described it. They said that just the box was kind of in bad shape, which is true, but it's an older prop, of course. The animation works, the lighting works, the sound works. The only thing does not include the remote or the microphone, which I didn't even know was a thing. So no loss there anyway. But so again, kind of badly banged up box, but he is in there, and I'll probably do like an unboxing or a demo of him later on in another video. Although we all know what this looks like. So that was one item I got from Mercari. The other one I got was this. And this is a record that I want to add to my record collection. This is Walt Disney Studios' Chilling Thrilling Sounds of the Haunted House. Now this is Disneyland Records. Even though it's Disneyland Records, it doesn't have any sort of correlation with the Haunted Mansion. So I don't know if this was released before the Haunted Mansion or what. And the other interesting thing is I have another vinyl record with the exact same title, but it's completely different cover, and actually the track listing is totally different too. This one, you take a look, it says Night Creatures, Haunted House, The Dungeon. You could read the other ones there, but the other one that I have was completely different in terms of track titles. So I have yet to listen to this one, but they're not even similar in names, so it's obviously completely different. But it's just kind of weird that it doesn't say like volume 2 or part 2 or anything like that. But if anything else, it was great just to get it for the artwork. I look at the gravedigger down there, and there is the Disneyland Records little logo there, and I like this part right here too. This album will scare your socks off. Parental guidance suggested. and it was really in excellent condition, so I was really happy to pick this up. So now I basically have two of them. I might actually frame this one and put it next to my record player. So let's go on to the next place. So my wife and I recently have a freed up room in our home, and even though you'd be hard pressed to find a room in this house that doesn't have some sort of representation of Halloween, we wanted to make a room that was like 100% Halloween was the theme, which quite honestly is shocking that we don't have one already. And we love all the vintagey type of Halloween things, like old cards, old artwork, old decorations. And I found this on Amazon, and what it is, it's basically a book of artwork that is actually meant to be torn apart. They actually encourage you to do it. A lot of it is not, strictly Halloween, as you can see, but most of it is. And what I wanted to do was kind of pick out our favorite ones and frame them and put them into our soon-to-be Halloween room. Some of these are just weird. Radish boy, I don't know, but so man, I didn't take a very good look. These are not very great. It's not as good as I thought, but I hopefully I'll find a few, because I did pick up stuff like this one. We love vintagey stuff like that. That one's very creepy actually. So yeah, this was from Amazon. I want to say it was like $6. And it says right there, featuring rare images, free for personal use, Halloween fun and spooky images from the past. And what I like about it is that they're all this is a pretty small book. So all the images are fairly small. So you're not going to be, spending a whole lot of money on frames just to frame, the ones that you like. I think they all range from, 4x6 to 5x7, and maybe not even 5x7. But so we'll see. I'm gonna, in a later video, maybe I'll show you which ones we picked out if we could find enough. But that's one part of the Halloween room. And then this was another item from Amazon. Hopefully this folds up, because I really don't want to open it up, but it doesn't look like it does. It's just a garden flag. We were going to put in the front yard. And what I like, it has a raven or a crow. I think it's a raven. Apparently it's a crow raven. Okay. And it's on like a burlap type of material, which is going to last a lot longer than the other one we had. And then he's sitting on a jack-o'-lantern. What I like about it is like it's not like overtly Halloween, it just says welcome. And so the neighbors won't really care if we leave it out year-round. Not that I care what the neighbors think about our decor, but you just pick that up. I think this was like $10. And let's go ahead and go on to the next store. So this is pretty interesting. This is something I purchased from the Halloween convention that we go to every year. Midsummer Scream in LA was of course canceled this year. It's supposed to be held 3 weeks ago, about a month ago really. And in lieu of going and buying stuff, they offered stuff that you could buy online to kind of support all the the work that they did leading up to the convention that never happened. So I saw these things. They were, again, I'm just always attracted to these vintage type of items, and this is called the Ghoulsville Mini Monster. And I guess it's supposed to be like a mask that I guess a kid could wear, but it's more just decoration. And this was the let's see. And I just saw the name of it. Anyway, it was supposed to be like the Astro Zombie or something like that. And this obviously was not my first choice because they had a skeleton, a Frankenstein, and a devil. Probably would have gone for the Frankenstein. But anyway, what it is you get the mask, but you also get a jointed hanging kind of decoration thing. So this was also going to be part of the new Halloween room that we're going to have. And I don't know, I just thought it was cool. It was definitely a last minute purchase. Just they were going really fast, and like I said, this character was not my first choice, but still glad I got my hands on one. But the cool thing about this was when I bought this, they actually threw in this, again, keeping with the theme, this vintage looking tote, which I think is really cool. And let me just fold this out so you can see it. But it just has like this, I'm assuming it's supposed to be like a trick-or-treat bag for little kids. But it has like this really vintage looking design on it, and on both sides. And I love this type of, you know, old school Halloween imagery. And inside, because there's more, this was, if you attended online, they basically gave you this. It's kind of like an all access pass, you know, there in spirit, you know, because nobody was there in body. But there was August 1st, 2020 was when it was supposed to happen. So this is kind of like the lanyard you would have been given. And they also gave us a sticker that features next year's dates. So that's kind of exciting to possibly be, hopefully be part of that next year. And then this was really cool. They had a, see if I can really get a good, this is the America Samoa National Parks quarter. As you can see right there, I'm trying to get a good shot of it. Here's the bats. So a lot of like Halloween enthusiasts were going crazy over this design. But I don't know if you can see, but that's a bat. And I thought that was pretty cool. They, you know, put it in a little quarter casing for us. And yeah, that was this, the bag and the sticker and the lanyard and this, that was all free if you just ordered anything. So I thought that was pretty cool. So next stop is Michael's. So this is an activity that I had briefly dipped my toes into a few years back, and quickly pulled my foot out because it was something I realized I did not want to get into, because I knew a lot of people said that once you start, it's hard to stop and becomes very expensive. But I told myself, as long as I limit my purchasing of these types of items, I will try to do this. So yes, I have a Limax Spooky Town item, and now I don't expect you to remember, but I did do a review of another building a few years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and it was the Mad Pumpkin Patch, and that one was like over the top. Like, it was animated, it had sound, it had lighting, and I just spent way too much on it, and I don't even own that anymore because I literally returned it the next day knowing that it was going to get out of hand. But so my justification for buying this one, not only because I just love it, I just love the way it looked, I also knew that I was not going to be spending as much on large props for Halloween this year, just because of everything that's going on. And I thought this would be a great year to kind of build up my little Halloween village, which, mind you, is nothing at all. I have this one, I have another one that's kind of like another pumpkin patch type of a theme, and then I have another one that's not even a building, and it's kind of just like an accent piece. So it's, if I were to build my village right now, it would be very sad. So if I even get one up this year, I'd be shocked. But anyway, this was the Jack's pumpkin farm. Not animated, but it is lit up. The detail, like any of these buildings, they're all amazing, and they do a really good job. And I know everybody's probably fixated on that. No, I did not pay that much for this. I paid about half that price, and I bought it online. I got free shipping, all that good stuff. And you know, if you guys want me to do an unboxing and showing of this one, just let me know in the comments. And I apologize if you keep hearing a noise in the background. I apologize. My ice maker is going crazy right now. So this was one purchase towards my village for this year, and I did find a couple more. They're not Limax, they're actually Department 56, which is kind of like similar to Limax, and I'll show you those right here. These both were from Amazon, and this is the Crow Creek covered bridge, and that's the way it looks. I would totally pull this out for you and turn it on, but I just assumed it would have taken like AA batteries, but it actually takes C batteries, which no one ever has C batteries on hand. So I wouldn't be able to turn it on. And again, this is a Department 56. Not exactly the same thing as Limax, but in terms of proportions, everything's pretty much the same, and everybody says they do blend in well together. And then the other accent piece that I got, also Department 56. Now this one is very, very basic. No animation, no lighting. It is what it is. It's just the Halloween water tower, and I thought it would look good, in my soon to be erected village whenever it comes together. But this was actually it was purchased on Amazon, but it was through a third-party seller, I guess is what they're called. And you can get this Amazon Prime for like $36, but somebody was selling it for $26, also free shipping. So I was like, it's a pretty good deal. So I have yet to open either one of these last two, but looking forward to seeing them. Kind of don't want to open them until if I get at least two more little building villages like these, then I'll put one together and I'll show you guys what I do come up with. But so there's that. There's the I guess all of my birthday gifts that I bought for myself this year. So I think I'm pretty much purchased out at this point. But who are we kidding? I'm still going to be buying. But that's about it. And yeah, if there's anything in this video that you want to see a separate video on, a review of, an unboxing, etc., just let me know in the comments and I'll do that. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, keep it creepy.